Hey everybody, it's that guy who rambles here. I think I'm gonna start this new thing where we just talk about random stuff. Because I think I'm a pretty fun guy to have a conversation with. I like to talk to people, and I'm sure many of you watching like to. So I think I'm gonna like find like a random topic to talk about. I think this time we should probably like be talking like about the weather, just like random experiences, how crazy it can be, um, all that stuff. You get the jig. Water's good. Um, so when we think about weather, we think of things like uh, tornadoes, blizzards, thunderstorms, heat advisories, all that stuff. Maybe hurricanes if you live like by the sea. I live in a landlocked state, so I don't have to mess around with hurricanes and tsunamis and all that. But I've lived through countless tornadoes, floods, heat waves, which we're actually under one right now. So I don't got nothing to be doing today. So I guess I can just like talk to y'all because I mean it's like 97 degrees outside, and it can be boring just stuck in the house all day. Um, so yeah, about tornadoes, like it can be like 1 in the morning. You're being like waking up like by a siren or something, and then suddenly like boom, your phone's going off. You hear random sirens outside. You got to get up and go. There's a tornado. You maybe have to go to the bathtub, a shelter, a hallway, anywhere you can like duck from like a tornado, because they're not good. I've seen countless tornadoes in my life. One of my biggest things, I think it was like April 2025. The day was April 2nd, 2025. They said for my area there was going to be like a massive tornado that even half of what we got would be devastating. So that really alarmed me. So I was just sitting there, right? So I was just sitting in my room and I was like being told there's going to be some storms tonight. My school, for some weird reason, didn't let the students go early. I know like nearby schools and stuff, they let, oh, it's Phoebe. That's my dog. Sorry. Well, they were like letting their schools like go. Like nearby school districts, like they got out like 15, 30 minutes early. As for us, we stayed. They didn't care about us. I don't know. Maybe some schools around here did. I don't know. Well, anyways, I was just sitting there. I was watching the weather. I was at my great grandfather's house because that's where we go for the storm shelter and everything. So I was just sitting there, and I don't know, because he has like this treadmill or something. I was just on it because I was bored. What do we do? And then I just went out on the patio. The first wave of rain came, and the winds came, and all that came. And then, what did happen next? So we went home, which we don't live too far from his house. It's just up the road. So we got to go like up there, obviously. And so yeah, we came back down here for a little bit. I had a little something to eat. It was either like fried rice, maybe a slice of pizza or two, something like that. And things got bad. So we were like, yeah, maybe we should go back up there. We went up there. I got in the storm shelter. I was like, oh Lord, I don't know what's going on. I thought we were like done for. Like, I thought things were just gonna be very bad, and then all of a sudden, it wasn't actually that bad. But it wasn't bad that night. But it got worse over time. But I could like see like a big, I think it was like EF3 or something, tornado like from where I was standing. So I got in the storm shelter. I called some friends. I called some family members. I told them I loved them. I thought the wall of hell was upon us. I don't know. It was creepy. I said my prayers, and then I don't know. I don't think we actually got to go home until like 12:30 in the morning. So yeah, that was that. And then the next day, it was aftermath. Everyone was at school. Like, did y'all see that last night? Did you see that? And that's what they were like. Things were just back to normal for essentially some time. And after that day, I found out an announcement that night, April 3rd, 2025, that school would be closed on April 4th, 2025, because a lot of the places were actually flooded from the stuff. Well, you see, we were out that Friday. Things were good. They said they may get some thunderstorms over the night, so I just sat there, enjoyed my day off. Rotted, had some fun. It was okay. Well, I went to bed that night around 10:30, because I had like an event the following night that I had to go to. I woke up, I want to say it was at least 4 in the morning. My dad was like, "Get your tail out of the bed. We need to go up to the storm shelter." And I was like, "Oh Lord, not again." Apparently they were back, and I thought the worst passed, but apparently not. And well, yeah, we got up there. We were nervous for a little bit. We came back home and watched the weather a little bit. I just sat in my room, kept all the lights off, because that's kind of what I do in a storm. Just keep all the lights off. It's a smart idea, but it's not a smart idea. Well, anyways, I did that, and then what did we do? It was, most of it passed for the time being. It continued to rain throughout the day, but I think the storms or tornadoes are like done for. So that, we still got to have our little event that night. It was something for my church. It's like I think it was like a dinner or something that I had to go to. Well, anyways, we did that. And yep, the Sunday, things were good. And then we found out we were going to be out again tomorrow. That's just how bad the flooding was, like in the back roads and the cornfields. So you can say it was some crazy times. I never saw anything like it. The weatherman was exaggerating a little bit by saying half of what we got would be devastating. I mean, half of what we got was shocking. We were out of school for 2 days, but yeah. Well, yeah, tornadoes there. They're not good. So I always like to, when there's a tornado, I just like to go sit in that storm shelter, maybe bring a radio to listen to, turn it into the local news, weather, see what's going on. So yeah, tornadoes, I don't like them. Then there's like blizzards, snowstorms, all that. And I've lived through countless snow things, but I can only think of maybe 2 crazy snowstorms that I've lived in. I think it was like 2021, February 10th through February 22nd, 2021. There was like a massive snowstorm that hit my area. We were out for like a week and a half. It was snow. There wasn't a whole lot of ice, but like we were out for a while. I remember my dog. She was a Great Dane. Apparently, like, so we had like a koi pond in the backyard, right? And then apparently she was walking, and like, cause you know there's snow, you could see nothing. Well, the pond froze and stuff. And apparently we found out she was walking on the ice of the pond, and we were like, "Get down from there!" And it was sketchy. But yeah, the pond, it was something. But if I thought that was crazy, apparently the worst snowstorm was yet to come. The worst snowstorm that I've ever been in was this year, the beginning of this year. Sure, many of you may know about it. It hit the vast majority of the well, I can't say the country because I'm sure a lot of people may not be watching from the United States. Well, it hit a big majority of the United States. And it was like, golly, Bill, we were out of school for like 2 weeks for it. So like what happened? Everyone was like, oh no, this is going to be some sort of like, we're all going to freeze to death. All the power's going to go out. We're going to run out of food. A lot of people were, they weren't wrong. They may have been a little over exaggerating, but it was far from normal. I remember that Friday, we were, I actually got out early because me and my dad, we went down to big city to watch a show. Not going to specify which show because I know there's probably some people out there going to find out where that. Yeah, I'm not going to get into all that right now. But yeah, we drove about two hours to see that show, and it was a really good show. I liked it a lot, and I would definitely see it again. Well, anyways, we had to roll out as soon as the show was over, because like the snow was coming. So yeah, we got out. We got out of the city by like 11:20. We were exhausted for sure, but we got back. I got inside and I started to see some little snowflakes hit the ground, and I got inside as fast as I could. So I got in there. I laid in the bed. I woke up. Snowmageddon had begun. I woke up and there was snow all over the ground. There was icicles hanging from the trees. I don't know. It was something right out of the movie Frozen or Ice Age or something like that. I don't know. It was crazy. I was like, then I started like tracking. I was like, how long is this gonna be here? I thought it was just gonna be here for a week. I didn't think nothing too much of it. I liked being out of school. So yeah, I did some things that week. I ate things, talked to people, went outside, did some things. It was cold. It was not a pleasant experience. Well, it started out okay, but we were out of school for about a good 2 weeks. By the second week, I was just inside rotting. Like there wasn't even snow. It was just pure gross. Like it was just like ice, snow, and dirt, like all jumble bubbled up into one, and it was just nasty. I wouldn't even be lying. I was kind of ready to get back to school. I'd say we were out of school for at least 17 days because of it. By the second week, they had to do us virtual learning because how long we were missing. Now, some days we were out longer than we could have been, but that's okay, I guess. But that was definitely a chaotic 2 week set. Depending on the day, I would like to relive it, and I would not like to relive it. I don't know. But snowstorms, they're not fun. Okay, I mean they're fun if it's like 2 to 4 days. Like when it's like 2 weeks, it gets exhausting. But it was certainly crazy. I can't think of a lot of earthquakes I can recall. But yeah, there's been a lot of heat storms too. The first big heat storm I remember was back in June 2023. I wasn't actually home. I think it was like, yeah, I was in New York City for vacation. And back at home, they were like having like a big storm. And not a big storm, but like there was storms, but there was also heat waves. It was crazy. Like they said it was like 99 degrees. This past summer had some horrible heat waves. Stuff I don't think I'd want to relive. Because every day I try to go outside this summer, I would like melt. Like, I mean, I like the heat, but like, it was humid. You couldn't even breathe out there. It was like 90 degrees every day. Ridiculous. I heard it was worse in places like Texas and Arizona and New Mexico. California. I heard it was like really bad over there. If any of you are watching from those areas, feel free to fact check me. I did briefly go to those states this summer. I did go to Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. So it wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty good weather. California was actually cold. So yeah. But yeah, heat waves. It's just like a normal day, but like it's like going outside is just, oh, it's awful. Because you got all the stickiness, the humidity, the mosquitoes. It's not good. Well, anyways, I think that's where I'm going to end the video today. I hope to talk to you guys again soon. If there's anything you would all like to talk about or hear me talk about, and feel free to comment, like in the comment section below. I'll put it in for a future video, and we'll go from there. So, thank you all for watching. Glad I got to talk to you, and yeah, we'll see. All right, y'all have a good one. See you.